Today, we are at the Istanbul airport. This is the world's fourth largest airport, which makes it perfect for you to learn some airport vocabulary. Let's start learning and go inside. As soon as you enter the terminal, you're going to see what we call security or security check. That means even if you're not flying, you will still have to go through security. The good news is you can keep your liquids. Okay, we've made it into the airport. This area you can see right now is called the Landside. Landside is the area where all the passengers arrive first, and people who are not passengers, those who are not going to travel, can enter as well. That's why my lovely cameraman is here with me now, even though she won't be flying today. The area you see behind me, all those desks, are called check-in desks, and you can go there to show your passport and collect your boarding pass. The boarding pass is that piece of paper that you will show in order to enter the departure area and get on your flight. However, I don't have to go there today because I have already checked in online. Online check-in is a very convenient thing because it saves you a lot of time that you would otherwise have to spend in the queue waiting for your turn at the check-in desk. So these screens behind me are called timetables, and they provide information about all the flights departing, so leaving the Istanbul airport today. You can see the time when the planes are supposed to take off to start their flight, and you can see information as to where you should go. I was flying to Kraljevo that day, so you can see my check-in desk was R08 and the status was check-in open, which meant I could go to the desk and check in. Okay, so there is no queue for my flight, so let me go and grab the paper boarding pass. Here's my boarding pass. I will use this to get on my plane, and you can see my class is economy. So an integral part of the check-in desk is the scale, which measures how heavy your luggage is. If your luggage is over a certain weight, you might have to pay extra for it. There are 3 types of luggage at the airport. First, checked baggage, the big suitcase you give at the check-in desk. Second, a carry-on bag, which is a smaller bag that you can bring with you on the plane, but it must be able to fit in the overhead bin. You can also bring a personal item, which is a small backpack or a handbag that goes under the seat in front of you. Ahead of the second security check, there were clear instructions about what's not allowed, as well as bins for trash or emptying your bottles. The line at the passport control was very long, which meant I wouldn't have much time to record on the other side. After passing through the security checkpoint and passport control, you get to the so-called airside. That means only passengers with boarding passes who will be flying are allowed in here. You can see there are many duty-free shops around. This area is absolutely huge here in Istanbul, so let's explore it a bit. Another great thing about the Istanbul airport is that it offers free Wi-Fi as long as you scan your passport as shown on the screen here. Another great thing about this airport are these buggies, which allow disabled or elderly passengers to move around easily. This is the buggy route, so people shouldn't walk there and should leave clear passage. We have 3 things that I would like to explain here. The first one is called the escalator. The escalator is basically movable steps which take you up and down. Next to the escalator, we have the elevator. The elevator is different because it's basically like a little room, a box with the door where you go inside and then it'll take you up or down. Finally, over there, we have what is called a travelator. So a travelator will just help you move faster. You just step on it and suddenly you're at least, well, it's no, oh my God, it's more than 10% faster. This is what we call a jet bridge. It connects the plane to the gate and allows the passengers to easily board the plane. Guys, one thing that you will definitely need for the Istanbul airport is good fitness. I've been walking for I don't know how many minutes now, and I still haven't reached my gate. This is what the gate looks like. It has some seating in front of it where you can wait until the boarding starts. When the boarding starts, you will have to show your boarding pass and passport one final time before getting on the plane. This time we didn't use the jet bridge. We got on an airport bus which took us to our plane for boarding. I was surprised to see how little the plane was, but nevertheless we climbed the boarding stairs and got on the plane. This is the overhead compartment or the overhead bin, and you can see carry-on bags inside of it. This is how much leg space I had, and that space under the seat is where your personal item should go. This is a tray table you're going to use to put your drinks or food on it. Before the takeoff, the flight attendant gave us a safety demonstration explaining how we should fasten our seat belts and what we need to do in case of an emergency. Let's see if I learned how to do it.
Emergency landing on water. Life jackets are under your...
A great success!
Taxiing is when the plane moves slowly on the ground before takeoff. When this sign is on, your seatbelt has to be fastened. The taxiing part took longer than I had expected, so I was starting to get bored. Finally, we started the takeoff, and voila, we were in the air. Let's go. The seatbelt sign was off, which meant I could unfasten my seatbelt. Soon after, we got a complimentary snack, so let's review the taste. I mean, it's a sweet biscuit, nothing fancy, but it tastes good, so I would definitely give it 7 out of 10. This sip of water meant that I would soon have to use the lavatory, which was tiny. This area in between the seats is called the aisle. While most planes will have 3 seats on each side, this one has 2, and the seat next to the aisle is called the aisle seat, whereas the seat next to the window is called the window seat. The thing between the seats is an armrest, which has to be down during takeoff and landing. On the other hand, the window blind or window shade has to be up during the same procedure. Above the overhead compartment, you will see the row number sign. In this case, D is the aisle seat and F is the window seat. These things above your head are called overhead controls. We can see air vents for airflow, reading lights, and buttons to control them, as well as the call button, which you use to call the flight attendant if you need them. You can see here I'm trying to recline my seat, but obviously it was impossible. I was absolutely shocked by the difference in weather between Istanbul and Kraljevo. This is my landing review. You can see I'm getting anxious. I didn't know what to expect since it was a small plane. You can see I'm wondering. It was perfect, 10 out of 10. As soon as we landed, people jumped up to open overhead bins and collect their bags. This area is called baggage claim. It's where passengers go to collect their baggage after landing. And this machine, this conveyor belt, is called baggage carousel. We have made it to Kraljevo. As you can see, the temperature here is very low. It is currently 2 degrees Celsius outside, and there's even some snow, which is a huge shock coming from the sunny Istanbul. Now I will head to the parking lot, get into my car, and go back home. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and share for more. And don't forget to click on the link in the description to practice all the words that we have learned today. Bye-bye.